Hi everybody, this is Erika with No Quarters Required, and I got something a little bit different for you today. Got a review of a terrible, terrible little iPhone/iPad game called Mass Effect Infiltrator. And actually the first thing that I'm going to do is take off my iPhone cover, because playing this game makes my iPhone hot to the touch and eats at battery like crazy. This game is basically Mass Effect stripped of everything that you like about Mass Effect, except for the music, as you can hear on this main menu. I will say that the transitions between pieces of music when you're actually in the game are very jarring. I always notice them. There's always this brief hiccup in it, so even that part is terrible. Probably my favorite incorporation of the Mass Effect music is in the store, where they play the elevator music from the Citadel, which I think is nice. And for all the reasons not to play this game, and believe me, there are a lot, there is basically only one reason why you would want to play this game. You can see that right here. Intel. As you play, you are picking up intel, which you can upload to the Galaxy at War system. Which, so if you're not familiar with it, playing Mass Effect 3, when you get to the ending, you will have earned EMS points. I forget what those stand for, which basically factor into your galactic readiness. Long story short, the more EMS points you have, the more likely it is that you will be able to unlock and get a better ending. Not a good ending, not necessarily a happy ending, but there is an optimal ending. And in fact, on some combinations of hardware and software, I'm not sure if that's still true, but I know at one point you could only get the better ending if you earn points through the Galaxy at War system. Now, there are several parts to the Galaxy at War system. This is only one of them. You by no means have to play this game in order to get the better ending. Frankly, I recommend doing the online multiplayer, which, as you've seen from my other videos, you can play by yourself. And it is considerably less aggravating and more fun than playing this game. Also, online multiplayer already comes with your game, and this costs $5. You would have to be a real chump to pay $5 for this game, and I guess that chump is me. So, here we go. You play this guy here. His name is Randall Esno, and he's a Cerberus agent. And you start out the game as a Cerberus agent shooting Turian forces who come in and swarm the Cerberus base. And I think it's safe to say that I felt very conflicted about that. With what little time I have spent with Randall, I don't like him at all. He seems like a big, stupid, meaty jerk. He says a lot of like her things when he kills somebody. I wouldn't even go so far as to call them quips. He moves slowly. The game's controls are terrible, and they're made worse by my poor judgment in playing this on an iPhone. And I translate that to him being slow and stupid and not really paying attention to my orders, which is extremely frustrating. I know that's more the control's fault than his, but still. Before we get into it, there's only one thing that I actually hate about this game. I mean, it's a bad game, don't get me wrong, but that's my fault for playing it. There is only one female character in the entire game. We only see her briefly on screen. She exists solely for the purpose of being kidnapped so that he gets mad to go after her. And this is one of my pet peeves. We are half the population. We are every bit as human as men. And we deserve better than to be used as the widget in your male power fantasy video games. There's a test. If your female character can be replaced by a lamp, it's not really a character. And in this case, it could definitely be a lamp. In fact, I would like this game a lot more if somebody stole his lamp and he went after them. Anyway, rant over. Okay, I'm doing this for you, Shepard. So, I have already equipped him. The first thing I did, of course, was equip him with a sniper rifle. He gets the incisor, which seems to act just like the my favorite, the mantis from the game. Oops, I didn't want to do that. You get bonus missions. You may or may not need to complete the bonus missions in order to get all the EMS points. I'm not clear on that. I'm going to do chapter select. You can go back to earlier chapters if you want to get better points. I'm going to go back to the hangar bay. Checkpoint select. Let's go for the first one. You get, just like the game, you get powers, you get weapons. Lower left is movement.
Intruders detected in hangar bay.
Here is the fighting, the terrible fighting system. Okay. Click on a guy to punch him. All right. Now, of course, the first thing I have to do, as always, is switch to the sniper rifle. Mission failed. Not paying attention.
Warning. Intruders detected in hangar bay.
Oh, okay, I'm going to start by... Okay. His default method of movement is to walk. It's extremely frustrating to me. So the first thing I have to do is switch to the sniper rifle. There we go. The powers come up here. This is movement, and this is both camera and direction. So, oops, I accidentally cloaked him. You click on a target. Click on somebody to target them, and then you click again to actually shoot them. So the game is determining who you can shoot and when. Trying to get into these crates in the middle. I don't see. So we're in the cargo base of the Cerberus base. We're in the cargo hold of the Cerberus base. You can hear the Turian soldiers shooting around us. You can also overhear this incredibly annoying, smarmy Cerberus guy, who I know we're supposed to hate, but like there's a limit, right? You can get a good view of his incisor. The incisor, I mean, seems to work as well as the... it's not really focusing very well. Seems to work as well as the mantis, but it's ridiculously large, and it's not nearly as stylish. I, however, feel that Randall probably is the kind of guy who insists on having a really big gun. I'm trying to get... There we go. And I'm not seeing anybody to shoot around here. I'm going to stop here and pick up some credits. Oh no, I guess I don't get the credits. He's sprinting pretty well here. Sprinting has been a real challenge for me. Moving my left thumb to make him go forward, and then you move your left thumb more to make him sprint, and that is really tricky. Oh, there's a guy. Okay, click on him. Click again. Reload. There's actually a more traditional click and fire system, which I tried, but it was even worse. So that was awful. And this is actually getting painful to hold. That's how hot it is. So, no. And the final irony, I have yet to actually get those intel points to upload and sync to Galaxy War, so the joke's going to be on me if I get all the way through this thing and it doesn't actually sync. Anyway, Mass Effect Infiltrator. Do not buy it or play it. Thanks for watching.